Charlie Munger loves Costco. He considers it one of, if not the best company he ever invested his money into. Munger directly owns over 187,000 shares of the company, worth approximately $95 million. But to really understand his attachment to this company, it is best if we let his good friend Warren Buffett explain it.
Charlie and I were on a plane recently that was hijacked. Hijackers picked us out as the two dirty capitalists that they really had to execute. But they were a little abashed about it. They didn't really have anything against us. So they said that each of us would be given one request before they shot us. And they turned to Charlie and they said, "What would you like as your request?" Charlie said, "I would like to give once more my speech on the virtues of Costco with illustrations."
Yeah.
And the hijacker said, "Well, that sounds pretty reasonable to me." And he turned to me and said, "And what would you like, Mr. Buffett?" And I said, "Shoot me first."
So let's try to analyze Costco and see, is this company still an attractive investment at the current price? First, let's see who owns this company. Individual insiders. That is an X at 0.2% of the company owned by individual insiders. And we would like to see this number higher than 2%. And are individual insiders buying? That is also an X. Since July 2022, we see only sale transactions from individual insiders. And do super investors own this company? That is a check. 5 super investors own currently this company. And if we also include the private investment by Charlie Munger, then the number is actually 6. And are super investors buying right now? That is an X. In the last 2 quarters, they sold over 11,000 shares and bought only 670 shares. And how is the financial health of Costco looking? Return on invested capital. That is a check at 15.2% 10-year median returns. And we want to see this number higher than 10%, so that is a really nice result. And free cash flow growth? That is an X at 8.2% 10-year compound annual growth rate. And just as with return on invested capital, we would like to see this number higher than 10%. And last year it was actually over that, but the recent free cash flow is unfortunately substantially lower. And what do we know about net profit margin? It is also an X at 2.5%, and the sector median is 3.2%, so that is not perfect. And now let's take a look at share buyback. It is another X with 0.6% more shares issued in the last 10 years. So the difference is really marginal, but the fact that they did not buy back shares may have been caused by a high valuation. If a company believes that its stock is overvalued, it should not buy back shares and instead invest this cash in the growth of the company. And maybe that's the reason for this result. And the debt? It is a check. It would take just under 2 years to pay back the long-term debt with a current free cash flow. And if we consider the cash position of Costco, then the net debt is actually somewhere around negative $3 billion. So they are covered. And does Costco pay any dividends? It is a check. The dividend yield is 0.7%. So you get $3.60 annually per every share. And the payout ratio? That is also a check at 26%. And we want to see the payout ratio somewhere between 20 and 50%. So that is a very nice ratio. And what about dividend growth? It is another check at 12.5% 5-year growth rate. And the dividends are growing every year for the last 18 years. Okay, so now let's value this company using a discounted cash flow formula. The current PE is 37, so that is rather high and we should not expect a low price. Now we will have to estimate the growth of Costco for the next 10 years and we will make 3 scenarios: low, medium and a high one. So in the low scenario, we will estimate a growth of 8% for the first 5 years and then 6%. In the medium, 10% and then 9%, and in the high scenario, 12% and from year 6, 10%. So with such estimates, the intrinsic value in the low scenario is $154, in the medium $182, and in the high scenario $203. But we have to always add a margin of safety to those prices. I use a 30% one. And with such a margin we get in the low scenario $107, in the medium $127, and in the high one $142. And the current price is around $488. So unfortunately, it is all in the red. We started this analysis with a short video of Buffett and Munger, and I think it is only proper to let Charlie Munger have the last word on Costco.
I can't bring myself with my habits to pay these big prices, but I never even think about selling a share of Costco just because it's selling at a high price. Costco is going to be an absolute titan on the internet because they got curated products that everybody trusts and huge purchasing power on a limited number of stocking units. I think it's going to be a big, powerful company as far ahead as you can see. And I think it deserves its success. I wish everything else in America is working as well as Costco does.
So if you want to take a closer look at Charlie Munger's portfolio, then click here. And if you want to know how to value a company by your own, then click here. Thanks for watching and bye-bye.